Well, it's Saturday morning before noon, and I'm out digging up these weeds that are related to strawberries. I had this last year, and I thought I had these under control, and I went ahead and I planted some new clover seed. And I was out here pulling weeds last summer, but for some reason, these are really low underneath the clover, and they spread out like a vine. I think birds eat these strawberry type seeds, and they when they poop, they drop them on the soil, and that's how they start growing. So I'll never get all the weeds out of my clover. I just have to try to control it. And I'm out here on my hands and knees, and these bees are all over. And there's no moisture. There's no moisture in the ground. Here's another weed. There's no moisture on the ground. I don't know if the bees are after the minerals but there's definitely something here. Honestly, I really don't know. But they are busy bees. And what I want to point out, the point of this video is, I see people putting hives of colonies of bees next to farmers' fields. Farmers' fields are toxic. The soil here in a farmer's field is toxic. Year after year after year, they're spraying glyphosates, neonicotinoids. It's just toxic. And if the bees are out walking around in this stuff, and if they're getting minerals out of this dirt, it's not exactly the healthiest thing for them to be doing. So your bees aren't going to survive even if the farmers aren't spraying when your hives are there next to the field. It's a toxic environment, and I suggest you get your bees as far away from crop fields as possible and orchards, because the soil is toxic. When they spray or when they put fertilizer in the ground, and if they spray on plants and it rains, it ends up in the soil. And the soil filters the water, supposedly. Iowa has the dirtiest water in the United States, but the soil does filter the toxic chemicals out of the water. So basically, the soil is toxic. And if you've ever noticed all these old factories that have been closed down, or these chemical plants, they have to remove the soil and haul it to a landfill. They cannot clean the soil. So farmers' fields are basically toxic wasteland. I've been here almost 30 years. I've never used any fertilizers, any chemicals whatsoever on my property. And hopefully the bees will be okay this year, as long as the farmer's spray does not enter my property. Look at all those bees. Okay, thank you.